I remember reading an article when I was pregnant about food allergies, and it was all about oral immunotherapy and about one of the leading academics in the space. And it made a big impression on me, but how did I have any idea at that point that later on this would be something that I was intimately involved with. I had no indications early on with my son that there was any issue with food allergy. I remember being at his 1-year pediatric appointment and almost just as a throwaway asking, do we need to be concerned about feeding him peanut butter? And the pediatrician laughed. She's like, oh, you have nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. Within a few days, we gave him his first taste of peanut butter, and within seconds, he had turned bright red. His face had swollen up. He had extreme rhinorrhea, just everything. And fortunately, a close friend who's an emergency physician was nearby, so we could go straight to him and get him treated right away, because we were at a total loss. Like, this came out of nowhere. We had no idea what we were supposed to do. Having a background in healthcare, I was stunned at how little information we were given and that there was no kind of path to progress down. I was expecting, oh, well, what do we do? How do we treat this? And the answer was, you don't. Oh, we'll give you epinephrine in case it happens again. And so I was really left on my own to start to research, and very quickly found out about the academic trials that were going on in oral immunotherapy, and decided pretty much right there, and told my husband, this is something we're going to do. Our son was on a wait list at some of the academic centers for years, and he didn't get into the trials. Odd circumstances came together where a former colleague who I'd worked for at a genetic testing company, he had been tasked with basically starting Aimmune. I was very hopeful that perhaps I'd be able to get him into our phase 3 trial. And I remember getting a phone call while we were on vacation, and I answered the phone and it's the coordinator saying, I just want to find out, your slot is up for the trial. Do you want to be in this? And I was like, yes, yes. Yeah, just jump up on it. He started the trial basically at the same time he started kindergarten. So that was the first place that he probably became, more aware of his allergy in a setting where he's among other kids, he has to look out for himself, he's eating lunch with kids who brought lunch from home. His world has gotten so much bigger just in 1 year. He's become a lot more comfortable with that whole idea. And nothing has changed necessarily with his body. We don't know if he's been treated or if he's been on placebo. But I think just being in this environment and being focused on the allergy in terms of what we want to happen for him has made it a lot easier for him to deal with on a day-to-day basis.